You've been faithful. You've prayed. You've tried to do everything right. And then the diagnosis came. The job ended. The relationship shattered. And you're left asking, why? Why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? It's the question that's kept you up at night. The one that's made you question everything you thought you believed. Sound familiar? You're not alone. And here's what most people won't tell you. The answer isn't what you think. It's deeper, more liberating, and it changes everything about how you see suffering. Today, I'm breaking down 3 biblical truths that completely reframe this question. Not religious platitudes, not empty comfort, but real answers that have sustained believers through the darkest valleys for thousands of years. Let's start here. Truth number 1, we're asking the wrong question. Stay with me. When we ask why God allows bad things to happen to good people, we're operating from a flawed premise. Here's what Romans chapter 3 verse 23 tells us. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. All, not some, not most, all, including you, including me. Now before you think I'm being harsh, hear this. This isn't condemnation. It's liberation. Because once you understand this truth, the question shifts. It's no longer why do bad things happen to good people? It becomes, why does God show such incredible mercy and grace to broken people like us? Why does He withhold the full consequences of our rebellion? That's the real miracle. That's what should take our breath away. You see, we live in a fallen world. Genesis chapter 3. The moment sin entered creation, everything broke. Death, disease, disaster, none of it was part of God's original design. But humanity chose rebellion, and God in His justice allowed the natural consequences. But here's where it gets beautiful. He didn't leave us there. He didn't abandon us to the wreckage. He stepped into it with us. Truth number 2, God uses suffering to refine us, not to punish us. This is crucial. Most people think pain is punishment. It's not, at least not for those who are in Christ. James chapter 1 verses 2 through 4 says, Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Read that again. Consider it pure joy, not fake happiness, not toxic positivity, but deep anchored joy. Why? Because trials aren't pointless. They're not random chaos. They're refining fire. They burn away everything in you that's false, shallow, and temporary. And what remains? Pure gold, unshakable faith, mature character. Think about it. Would you rather live a comfortable life that leaves you spiritually weak, or endure temporary suffering that transforms you into someone who cannot be moved by the storms of this world? God isn't being cruel. He's being a father, a real one, not the kind who spoils and enables, but the kind who loves you too much to leave you unchanged, comfortable, shallow. He's building something in you that eternity requires, something this world can't give, something that suffering uniquely produces. Endurance, hope, character, faith that doesn't crumble when the pressure comes, and it will come. Truth number 3, God doesn't waste your pain, He redeems it. This is the part that changes everything. Your suffering isn't meaningless. It's not a cosmic accident. It has purpose, eternal purpose. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. You've probably heard it, but have you really let it sink in? And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. In all things, not just the good things, not just the easy things, all things, the betrayal, the loss, the heartbreak, the diagnosis, all of it. God takes what the enemy meant for evil and flips it. He takes your deepest wounds and turns them into your greatest ministry. Your pain becomes your platform. Your test becomes your testimony. Nothing is wasted. Think about Joseph, sold into slavery by his brothers, falsely accused, imprisoned for years. And what did he say when he finally faced those brothers? Genesis chapter 50, verse 20, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. You intended harm, but God intended good." That's redemption. That's how God operates, always has, always will. Your current struggle, God is weaving it into a story that will bring him glory and bring others freedom. You just can't see the full picture yet, but you will. One day you'll look back and see it. Now let's address the elephant in the room. What about when bad things happen because of someone else's sin? When you're the innocent victim, when it's not fair, when it's truly unjust? Valid question, real pain. Here's the truth. God gave humanity free will, real freedom. And with that freedom comes the terrible possibility of choosing evil, of hurting others, of causing pain. God doesn't override that, not usually, not yet, because a world without free will isn't a world of love. It's a world of robots, programmed obedience, forced worship. And God, he wants your heart, your choice, your genuine love, not manufactured compliance. But here's the promise. Justice is coming. Revelation chapter 21 verse 4, he will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, no more. For the old order of things has passed away. Every wrong will be made right, every tear accounted for, every injustice addressed. God sees, God knows, God will judge perfectly, completely, finally. So what do you do in the meantime? While you're still walking through the valley, while the pain is still real and the answers still feel incomplete, you trust, not blind trust, informed trust. You look at the cross, the place where God himself entered into human suffering, where he bore the full weight of evil, injustice, and pain, where he proved once and for all that he's with you. Jesus didn't avoid suffering. He walked straight into it for you. So when you're in the fire, you're not alone. When you're in the valley, he's there. When you can't see the way forward, he's the light. So here's what I need you to hear today. Your pain is not proof that God has abandoned you. It's not evidence that you've done something wrong. It's not a sign that you're outside his will. Your suffering is the place where God is doing his deepest work, building, refining, strengthening, preparing you for a future so glorious that the pain of this present time won't even compare. That's not fantasy, that's promise. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are being forged into something that heaven requires and hell fears. A believer who has been tested and emerged with faith that cannot be shaken. That's who you're becoming. So if this message resonated with you today, if you're walking through something hard right now and you needed to hear this, I want you to do something. Drop these 4 words in the comments. God is still good. Say it out loud. Type it below. Let it become your declaration. Because even when you can't see it, even when it hurts, even when you don't understand, that truth remains. God is still good. And he's not done writing your story yet. The best chapters are still ahead. Your pain has purpose. Your suffering has meaning. And your God, he's faithful. Always has been. Always will be. Now go walk in that truth.